Hey everyone, Shaver 1000 here. We got the package here. This is the Mamod TE1A traction engine. Not tractor, not tractor engine, traction engine. Okay, we're gonna unbox this, we're gonna check it out, see what it's like. We've got a good deal on this, so let's open it up together. Okay guys, let's open this Mamod TE1A up. I made an offer on this and they took the first offer. It was like, they had $99 on it, offered them $50 and they took it. So I just wanted something to pull my little water wagon around. Okay, very well packaged. It came pretty quick. Also, we got this little guy. That's new old stock. And that is for one of the racetracks we have that we recently bought. And the dinosaur didn't work. Still want to take it apart and give it a good look. Okay, so from what I seen, it looked fairly complete. Of course, it is missing the canopy. But you can buy them canopies. It's missing the firebox, or the scuttle box. This is firebox. It's missing the scuttle box and the burner. I've got those ordered. Feels a little tight, but we'll take all this apart and we'll oil everything up. We're not going to dismantle the whole thing, but this is where your steering rod goes into. Fairly decent shape. They say it's early 60s. I don't know, because I know on the steamrollers, the steamrollers were nuts and bolts. As you can see here, these were riveted. But I think these came out in 63, I think, or 62. They came out after the steamrollers a year or two. And this back here, since it doesn't have a sight glass, what you do is you take this little plug out. Looks like there's some calcium in there. Well, I'm out of vinegar, but and then when you fill it up right here. That's your safety valve, your pop-off valve. You fill it up here, and you just fill it until it starts running out. And you let it run out until it stops running out. And you put your plug back in, and you're full. That way you're not over full. Because if you fill these things all the way up, there's no room for steam to expand. So it won't work and could cause other issues, you know, blown seals and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to get you down here on the floor. Well, you'll be up here looking at it better. It is dirty, but I mean, all in all, it's in better shape than I thought it was. So this, yeah, this may be in early 60s. And down underneath here, there's a spring. Right behind here, there's a spring and a nut. You adjust there. To get these to loosen up so you can turn them. But let's go ahead and let's get this thing oiled up and get it checked out and see if we can get the main thing, get this motor. This is a reversing valve. Like center's kind of like neutral. It won't run, but it kind of stops it, you know. And then there's your forward and back to neutral, and there's your reverse, makes it go backwards. So yeah, I'm not sure if this steam whistle, what kind of shape it's in, but yeah, let me get you down here on the floor so you can see it better. Okay guys, so we're going to take this little bolt out of here. So, well, I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I want to get the piston out of it. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Alright, let's move him. This is your rod, your cylinder, and your piston. And yes, it's all pretty gummed up. Nothing a little oil can't take care of them. Make sure it's not bent. If they're bent a little bit, it's okay. This is going to need to be cleaned up. You can use a little oil or on some fine, very fine sandpaper, or you can use, you know, water on wet or dry sandpaper. Make sure it's clear. Yeah, so we'll clean that up. Same way with the piston. We'll clean the piston up. We'll get that oiled up. Let's see how this turns now. It turns pretty good. So let's take this steam whistle off of here. Like I said, I do have, when I bought this, I ordered the scuttle box and the burner for this. It takes mineral spirits, or they call them, I need to get me oh, I can't lose that washer. They call them meth burners, because they burn methylated spirits, which is just denatured alcohol. Yeah, see, that's, yeah, there's a lot of calcium in there. I don't know. I don't have any white vinegar. I hear some in there. Let's get the pop-off valve out. And it's in there tight too, of course. There we go. Yeah, someone was running it. It's seized up too. Someone was running it with just tap water, and that's what causes that. All that white stuff, that's all caused from tap water. That's why they want you to burn or use oh, what do you call it? I'm gonna let these soak. I'm gonna try to find some vinegar. I don't think we've got any. I think I used the last of it on the other engines, but forget what I was saying. They want you to use distilled water, which if you're on well water, you can use that. Okay, Mamod. And then I gotta put some oil on this so we can get this to turn. And they make them so you can tighten them up, so it can just go in a circle. Now they make a rod for this that comes and sticks way up in the air with a little handle, and you can actually steer this thing. You can buy them rods. I found them online, pretty cheap, like 12 bucks, but I'm gonna see if I can make something. But if not, I'll buy one. So, okay, let me get something, put this stuff in and let it soak. We'll try to find some, I don't know if we got any CLR. That works on this stuff too. Just let me see what I got, because I got to get this stuff in a little container before I lose it. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, I got this little Tylenol bottle thing here. Put some WD in here. I don't know how well this is going to work. Yeah, this is pretty stuck here. Just a little pop-off valve. But get this in here. And I'm going to spray this down. Let's see if I got some really fine sandpaper or some double-aught steel wool. Maybe clean that piston up. Hair's everywhere. I think it came off of that. Okay, so we'll put that in there too. We'll go ahead and let's let this soak. Yeah, I can't find any vinegar or CLR, so that's important. Let's get that down in there. This doesn't really matter. This looks okay. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to see what I can find. And I can hear some calcium in here moving around a little bit. Yeah, I hear it. Let me get something down in there to break that up. Let me see what I got. Then we'll go from there. The solder joints look good. Also up here, need to clean this off real good. Maybe run some wires down in through these tubes, like a bread tie into these tubes, so that way I can get them cleaned out. Excuse me guys, pollen is tearing everybody up down here. So, up, down here, you get the idea. And I'm going to take a look at this front end. Well, I'm going to go ahead and lubricate that now. Let it soak a little bit. This hasn't run. I do have a backstory on this. They said very early 60s, so it could be one of the first years out. But I thought the TE1 was the first one. I thought the TE1A was the second one. But still, they couldn't remember. I talked to them, well, messaged them, but it was their uncle's. He got it brand new in the 60s, so that's why they're thinking that. And he passed away. It went to one of his kids. They didn't want it. They weren't interested in this stuff. So they got it, and they never fired it. And they just, you know, was just sitting there. It sat on their shelf. And then it ended up in a garage, and then I think in an attic or basement. And then finally they was doing some cleaning and said, you know, we let's just sell this thing, let somebody get some use out of it. So they put it up for sale, and that's how I got it. And it hasn't been running many years. But they know it hasn't been fired since their uncle passed away, and I don't know when that was, but I guess it was yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, a little cleaning, that would look good. You can still get these too. I think these were chrome or nickel plated, but anyway, I think they're stainless now. They won't rust. But to change this, you got to drill out them rivets. Now they give you rivets to put it all back together with, but I'm not, you know, I'm not into that. Drilling out rivets if I don't have to. Let's just see how it runs first. Down inside the firebox, looks amazingly decent. Little black, but yeah, this takes a different kind of burner, but I'll use the burner I got for this, because yes, we are going to fire this thing today. I'll take it out and I'll blow it out with some compressed air, and then blow everything off of it, see if I can get some air going through here. I'm just going to tinker with it for a little bit. I'm not going to bore you with unplugging them holes. Like I said, just get you a little piece of wire and shove through there. I'm going to use a bread tie with the, you know, the plastic pulled off of it, running through there, and then blow some compressed air through these holes here. I think that's I'm going to do all I'm going to do to that, other than oil it up. But I need to get these parts cleaned up. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that calcium off, but I'll figure something out. Stick around, guys, because we are going to fire this up today. I'm sure I can get it running. Okay, guys, I got the piston cleaned up. I just chalked it up my handy dandy drill, and I got some steel wool over there, or Brillo pad, whatever. Chalked it up, spun it around. This I haven't got it cleaned yet because I do not have any fine sandpaper that I'm willing to use on that. But if you want to check your piston, there's that little hole right there, the little one, not the one with the threads in it. Put your piston in, put your finger over that hole, and give it a pull. And if you hear that, you're doing, you know, that engine should run. Okay, so put your thumb or your finger over that hole and give it a pop. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get this cleaned off a little bit more. I got this all blown out, so it seems to be okay. So I got the whistle over there. I really don't care if it works or not, because I do have the pop-off valve working well. It's working nice like it should. So there you go, just like that. So I'm not worried, not concerned if the whistle works or not right now. I mean, eventually I want to get it working. It goes back here. I got all these tubes cleaned out and blown out. They weren't too bad. I did get a bunch of white stuff out of the tank, so when I get some vinegar, I will let that soak in some vinegar for a little bit, clean it all out, the inside of this the boiler, and then I think we'll be good to go. I got this plug here. It's all cleaned up. Well, it's not polished up, but it's clean. It's got all the white gunk off of it. There, just like that. Alright, so I'll be back with you. I'm still going to see. I think I used all my fine sandpaper up. I tried to steel wool, but it will not get that off of there. So, you know, if not, it'll run like this. It might not run to its full capacity, but this engine, I believe, is going to run. I think it's going to run fine. So, alright guys, I'll be back. Alright guys, so I've got the whistle unstuck. See, can you see it lifting up there? There you go. But the spring doesn't seem to be very strong in there. So when I push it down like that, it's not coming all the way back up sometimes. So I probably should have just left it alone. I mean, I got another whistle I could put in it, but to run it, but I may have to buy a whistle. And but we'll see. So over time, those springs get weak because of the heat, and I don't think you can take these apart. So I see the spring in there, and sometimes they just break over time, you know. But anyway, if it don't work, we'll put another spring in it, but we'll see what will happen. And we're almost ready to get this together and oil it up. I'm going to use my burner in here. I don't know if it's going to work because it's so far away or not, but we'll figure something out. We're going to run this today, so stick around, guys. Okay, so since this hasn't been run in 40 or 50 years or whatever it was, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put this heavy oil on everything. Got some water heating up over there on the stove. Alright, there's that. Put a little bit on here. Whoops. Alright. A little bit down in there, on there. Whoops. Now this could be a little tricky. Because I've got to put this on. I've got to get this put on there. And I forgot to get my stuff out of here. Alright, let me shut this water off real quick. Okay. Now, I'm gonna just putting a little spring on here, putting the washer on behind the spring, then this is going to go in through this little hole here, and we've got to get it started through there into that little hole. So man, if I had half a brain, I would go get me a nut driver and a little socket. That way I could push that up there and just start turning it. I guess we could try it like this. I'll hold that. I'll take the piston out. We'll start this. Okay, there it started. Now we'll put the piston back in. Get some more on there. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's tightened up. And I'll go get my burner. Then we'll fill this up with water. And let's see if we can't get a fire going in this thing. We'll go ahead and put our whistle in here. This is the original whistle. Tighten this up. Just using a little 10mm wrench here. And we'll see what seals we got leaking. I got seals over here. So I had 2 packs of seals, assortment, different. So hopefully the steam pressure will push that up and hold it up. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what seals are leaking. What that does is just change the position of what hole that exhausts out of. That's all that does. So, alright. Now, let me get this tight. And then we'll fill it up with water. Doesn't seem very tight, but it must be. Okay. That's better. Alright. Let me get my water thing and my burner. And we'll be about ready to see if this thing's going to rock and roll, and I think it will. We'll see. If not, there's not a lot that can be wrong with it. Feels like it's got good compression, and everything's lubed up. I've got all the passageways that need to be cleaned. I've got everything, all that taken care of. So getting closer. got bit by a snake. Okay guys, so I've got some boiling water here. I'm going to just use my little thing, put it right up in here where the safety valve goes. And I'm going to keep doing that until it starts coming out that little hole right there. I don't know how much this holds. I don't know if that burner is going to be enough to get this running or not. We'll see. If not, maybe I'll make something till my burner comes in. Then we're going to see if it'll run, like, you know, drive. So yeah, that's the next best thing to a sight glass. A lot of guys don't even like that setup, but you know, I'm okay with it because at least you know you're not overfilling it, building up, you know, too much pressure or whatever, and you're wondering why your rig won't run and you got too much water in it. Just like if you have too little water, it's not going to run because you're not getting enough steam. And if you can't let your steam go away, well, that's what it runs on, is steam. So it won't run. I think I've seen some steam from this hot water coming out of there. Yeah, I need to get a bigger one of these, but this one was free, so I think I'll order some and have them. They're cheap. But I like doing it better like this than those funnels, those little tiny funnels. Now, I've never used one, but I just think this is a lot easier. Either way, it takes a while, you know. There it is. It's coming out. Now we're going to let that run out until it stops. But we can put our safety valve in. Let's put a little dab of oil on here. That's heat, so I'm going to use the thick oil on this. Like I said, it hasn't been running 40 or 50 years, so. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and put this in. Like I said, I'm sure these seals are going to be leaking, maybe every one of them, but I got new seals over there for it, so there's that. And I'll just move this out of the way. Over there. And we're going to light this up and just set it in there. It's lit. As soon as it starts steaming, I'll bring you back and we'll see if this thing's going to run or not. I've already oiled the crank and everything, so, but yeah. Alright, hang tight guys. We'll see how long this takes to heat up and we'll go from there. Okay guys, she's built up steam. I see some steam coming out there. That whistle is kind of messed up, but I pushed it down and let go real quick. You can hear it popping off, and it kind of stopped it, so there's forward. And I see, hang on a second guys. I see some, I don't know why that popped off of there. It's supposed to be a pressure fit, but let me fix that. I see some steam coming out the pipe there, so let's pull this out. Set that over there. I'll see if I can't make this stay on better. Okay, the flywheel seems to be staying on. Let's make it go in reverse. So it's that kind of acts like a control valve. The farther I pull it back, the faster it'll go. Same way with going forward. That's pretty cool. So I say, let's put this on here and let's see if this thing will run around in the living room here. They have tires for these. I'm going to get a set because we got a lot of concrete around here. But to try this out, we're going to, we're just going to run it like it is. Alright, now, I'm going to put you down here on the floor. Hopefully that don't come off again. And we're going to see if this thing will go around in a circle. Okay, guys. Oh, my belt's not tight enough. Let me see if I can get another belt for that. Get a tighter belt. And we'll see. That's not the right belt anyway, but I wanted to try it. But let me see what I can come up with. Rubber band or something. Alright guys, I made a crude yet effective burner out of a pop can and aluminum foil, but as you can see, it is running. But see how them wheels like to slide? We'll tighten them up. There we go. It's running. Ha! So that's cool. Ha! I'll have to make me a little hitch to pull my little wagon around. There it goes. Alright, let's see if we can run something off of this thing. Alright. Alright guys, let's see if we can run this little dude. Ah, a stupid flywheel. Let's run it backwards. Damn it. I'll probably have to put some stuff on there, like, I don't know, Loctite. I don't have any Loctite. Some JB Weld. I do have some of that. Alright, let me do something about that. I want to see this tractor run this guy. Okay guys, I had to take the whistle out. It was just leaking too bad now. My other whistle wouldn't fit, so I did have a pop-off valve in there. So let's go ahead and let's run this little guy. There we go. Oops, too fast. I can get this back on here now. There we go. It's a nice speed. Yeah, I'll have to get me some rubber tires. They just slide over top of these wheels. And I guess I'm going to have to get a whistle. Whoops, did it again. I'm going to run it backwards. I like that reversing knob. You can control the steam once you get used to it. There it goes. That's perfect right there. Ah. That's pretty cool, isn't it, guys? You like that? A little bit of time. I see this is starting to seep up here. There we go. Look at that thing. That's awesome. But I do have a seal for that. I'll put one in it. That's pretty cool. There you guys go. So, another one for you. The Mamod TE1A. Running and driving again. I had a rubber band on it, so, but these bands here, you can cut these and make them tighter, but I'm just going to order some. I need some more anyway, and but yeah, you can cut one in and they just kind of like twist together, and then right here you might be able to see it. It goes together right there. You just twist them, kind of like they screw in together, and you can cut the big end and make it tighter, fit tighter. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. This thing is just too cool. But yeah, so it works. It runs. It drives. I may try to make me a steering knob for that, or a steering stick or steering rod or whatever they want to call them. But till then, you know, it's alright for now. I gotta make some kind of hitch. I'll put it on the back of the scuttle box when the scuttle box comes in. And I don't know if you can see this. No, you can't. There is steam coming up out of here, up out of the smokestack. So that's cool. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you there, and I'm going to go ahead and let this run for a little bit. Just let it sit and run, and you know, get used to running again till I run out of water or steam or whatever. And then I'll call it a day. Clean my mess up. Monkey had to take her mom to the hospital again, so, and make sure there's nothing on the floor to slip on, so. Well, that was idling slow. Cool. Might be running out of fire too. Alright guys, Shea Bear, the Myth, Man, Legend. Gone for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys love these little steam videos I'm putting up. And we got a we're going to get a race car track set out, and I don't know if we'll do it this week or maybe this weekend, but we'll get a set out. And then when my pegs come in for the Matchbox set, we'll run a couple cars on it. So I did get the original transformer for it, so that's pretty exciting. So it's a complete working set, so that's cool. I'll probably end up selling that one. I'm not really into the Matchbox stuff. I got a couple Matchbox in there, but so I'll probably just end up selling that. And I don't know. We'll see and get something else. I don't know. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe. You can go from forward to reverse, too, without having to stop it.